What's up, everybody? It is your cousin, Kalisha, here with an encouraging word for you. As I'm laying here in the hotel, um, I travel for work, and I'm really thinking, and I wanted to encourage you and let you know that you really have to be committed to your call. At this stage in your life, you really have to be committed to your call. And I am mostly speaking to, my single people out there, but I guess this could go, for if you're married or in a relationship, but you really need to be committed to the call. And why am I saying that? Because there are a lot of distractions. And even though, us as single people, us single and saved people, you want love, you want companionship, but that cannot be more important than the call that God has placed on your life. Listen, guys, I've been married quite a few times. And all those times, being a wife was most important to me. I really didn't know who I was. I didn't really understand the calling on my life. And I didn't really know how to steward the gifts and cultivate the gifts that God had for me and had given to me. So now at this big age, you guys know I just turned 44, and and I'm divorced now. I can't let anyone sidetrack me off of my call. Am I Do I feel lonely sometimes? Yes, I do. But I tell people all the time that this is the most peace I've ever had in my life. This is the happiest I have ever been. I was a part of a women's conference a few weeks ago, and I'll have a video coming about on that coming out soon if it's not already. And I was on a singles panel, and they were asking me questions about, what do you do, when you're used to being with someone and you're no longer with anyone and you're single and you're trying to do this right. First of all, it is a struggle. I don't care what nobody say. It may be easy for others, but for me, I'll speak for myself and who, my love language is physical touch. It is very, very hard for me sometimes. But what I ask God for in this, you know, a point in my life, I said, God, just I want a job that I'm busy, that I'm traveling, and I want to do ministry. So I'm not always focused on that. And that's what God did for me. So you really have to be honest with yourself and put things in place, so you can be successful as much as possible. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but we're all trying to do our best. And I'm very honest with the Lord. I'm very, very honest with him. And I'm honest with everyone that I have this kind of conversation with. Now, even though that I'm single, I am very happy because my life has purpose. My life has meaning. I am working in my calling. I know who I am. This time around, I know who I am. And that has given me so much joy. So when counterfeits come, I can easily say no. Because if it doesn't line up with the life that God has set before me, I cannot entertain. I don't entertain anyone. And I know out here they're like, date everybody, go out with everybody. If I don't see a future with you, I'm not going out with you. And that's period. I can take my own self out to dinner. I have wonderful colleagues. Guys, we have been doing some amazing things. It seems like every week we're doing something and we're being adventurous and we're doing things. And that's not like me. But I love this new me, the Kalisha 2.0 that's out here, and I'm experiencing life without a man. And I love it. I don't love not having a man, but I love that I'm taking charge of my life and I'm adding value to my life. I'm adding income. We talked about that. Income is things that are inside of you that no one can take from you. That's your income. And I'm a firm believer that your income, determines your outcome. And that's what you're putting out into the world and what you're attracting. This is where I am. Sometimes, yes, like I was saying, sometimes I'm not going to lie, y'all. I get emotional, and sometimes, I might be in a hotel room, crying in a hotel room, but I'm crying in a lovely hotel room. And I'm like, oh Lord, I want a companion, I want somebody. And I look at my calendar, I'm like, oh, I don't even know where I'm gonna fit them. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm living life. I'm living life, and I'm encouraging everyone to do the same. Do not let anyone distract you from your call. You have to be committed to the call that God has placed on your life. And I'm telling you, when you do that, I'm telling you, when you're working in ministry and working in your purpose and whatever God has called your hands to do, that is such a fulfilling feeling. Okay. Like I feel so good about myself. Yes, I have moments, but generally speaking, for the most part, I'm doing what I love at work. I love the people that I work with, and I am doing ministry as well. To God be the glory. And you know who God has for me, he'll be there, and I won't have to compromise. I won't have to settle, you know, in certain things. I mean, you will compromise. You're not going to get everything that you want, but you guys know what I mean. Like, I'm not going to compromise as much as I did before because I know who I am. And I want to encourage you, like I said, be committed to your call. Don't let anyone knock you off of what God has before you. There are a lot of counterfeits. I have young men that look good on paper, that are attractive and everything, but they're not who God has for me. Okay. So I can't date them. And I know it gets frustrating maybe to them. And I don't even tell them why. I mean, I try my best to, just let them down easy, but some people just don't understand. So I just don't even get into all, of the details of it. It's just a no. It could be someone from my past. And, it could be a nice gentleman that I just meet. And I just, I might even just look at your profile and be like, no, we live two different lifestyles. And even as Christians, you can still be unequally yoked. My ex-husbands were Christians, but they did not have the same burden for ministry as I do. So I cannot get with someone who doesn't understand that. And I don't choose to be with another man that I have to teach that to. I am tired. Like, I am tired. I have courted, gentlemen, and, I just felt like there was more teaching that I would have to do. The man that God has for me, and I'm just speaking for me, because this is where I am in my life. You know what I mean? This part may not be for you, but where I'm at right now, I need the man of God to already know who he is and come equipped, and he is ready to hit the ground running. Not me pouring into him. I would like a man, a husband that will pour into me. So there's certain attributes that I'm looking for that I have not had the liberty of having in my previous marriages. Okay. And, it is what it is. So I just wanted to put this out here, be careful out here, guys. You know, Everybody wants to say it's cuffing season right now. And I have a video out about that, about it's not cuffing season, it's cutting season, because we have to protect what God has given us. And I'm telling you, it will be worth it. I'm believing that it'll be worth it. I'm in it right now, in the thick of it. I'm encouraging you while I'm encouraging myself. So pray for me as I pray for you guys. But let this word encourage you. Send up your prayers to me as I pray for you guys. Let me know how you're doing in the comments. Like, we're all in this together. And my continuous prayer is that we all find our person. Okay. Everything's going to be okay. I pray that over you. Just, be committed to your call. All right. I love you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you in the next video. All right. Take care.